Good evening. This is the 7 o'clock News Watch update. Senators belittle the 167 signatures supporting the House resolution, pushing for Congress to convene into a constituent assembly to amend the Constitution. Senator Aquilino Pimentel Jr. may be for charter change, but he says this cannot be amended by the House alone. Unlike his colleagues, Pimentel insists on voting separately. Presidential son, Pampanga Representative Mikey Arroyo, earlier said there is no slowing down on the charter change initiative. But Senator Francis Pangilinan says Chacha may sail through Congress, but it has to be approved by the Senate as well. Pangilinan explains there can be no proposed amendments without 3/4 of the Senate supporting the initiative. This means the House needs the support of 18 senators. But Pangilinan says at this point Congress may not even get half of that. Meanwhile, for tonight's stories, the Department of Health reveals that 14% of Filipinos infected with AIDS are youth. The Commission on Elections is all set for new voter registrations tomorrow. President Arroyo appoints Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Rafael Seguis as the new chief of the government negotiating panel. The details of these and more on Newswatch 2nd edition later at 11. I'm William Thio. Stay tuned for another update in an hour. Good evening.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat and welcome once again to At Your Service, and it is Friday and it is the end of the week, and ako Mark, it's wonderful to be with you etong umaga na ito, and I guess I don't know how else to say it, but magandang umaga sa lahat sa ating mga televiewers and everybody who has loyally supported At Your Service through the years.
Magandang umaga po Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Assalamualaikum sa lahat ng ating kapatid na Muslim. Mga kaibigan, as always, At Your Service will be here to give you good information at feature mga individual o mga organisasyon na magbibigay sa atin ng mga tips on how we can survive better and in fact thrive in this country. Ngayong umaga, Will, napakaganda na naman dahil yung mga home-based employment, yung sa ating mga pamamahay, dahil marami po tayong mga misis ng tahanan or in fact mga fathers na mas nais magtrabaho sa kanilang bahay para hindi maiwanan ang kanilang mga anak. At pag-usapan din siguro natin yung isa pa, yung improvements on the transport sector, ano?
Yes, sa mga ating mga commuters, no. Remember ang ating pangulo, no, put this no wang-wang policy, and naging very positive ito sa lahat ng mga tao. Actually, it stuck to everybody's head, no. So ngayon, para bang in line with that, we're finding many different ways to see how we can improve because our traffic is bad, both foot and motorist.
That's right.
Mark.
At this last few days, medyo maraming pasabog ang bagong MMDA chief. At may kinalaman nito sa mga payola kuno, mga kolorum, at syempre yung paano pinapatakbo itong mga prangkisa sa Metro Manila. So how they're gonna improve that at ano yung response ng ating mga transport groups naman, malalaman natin sa umaga nito.
Malalaman natin yan. And of course, Mark, no, para bang I guess if we can compare this, everything that's happening to our country is something like a spring cleaning, di ba?
Yes, oo, kasi well, it's a new administration, it's a new day, kumbaga you can say it's a new day. Kaya napakaganda ng feeling, Will, ng mga kausap natin ay tao. You have a feeling na yung mga nakaupo are talagang people who are sa side ng good.
Yes, and talagang action. Action is actually the key verb dito, di ba? It's we're trying to in so short a time to make up for lost time.
That's right. Yun, no? So pag-usapan natin dahil yung small and medium, in fact micro enterprises, yun yung nag-perform ng backbone ng Philippine economy, and dapat magandang i-develop yung cottage industry dahil yung creativity ng Pinoy. Kaya Cottage Industry Technology Center, yun po magbibigay sa atin ng impormasyon ngayon kung anong kanilang proyekto, at yung ating kasama from the Liga ng Transportasyon at Operator sa Pilipinas or LTO happy.
Yes, and that's very important. So very exciting and very informative ang ating show, Mark.
Yep.
So I guess we will be starting soon, and
Yes.
I'm really curious to see what we can do with our traffic situation. Lalong-lalo na yung para bang what's gonna change with public transport, with buses, with jeepneys, and even sabihin natin yung mga maliliit na tricycles, di ba?
I'm sure there's always some room for improvement. Oh, there's a lot of room for improvement, especially for our metropolitan areas. At kung paano natin gagawin ito, both public sector and private sector, syempre playing their role, malalaman natin sa show na ito. At syempre yung cottage industry, alam mo Will, meron na ako nakikitang mga produktong i-feature ngayon. Pagkakaalam ko, yung ating kasama ay may project na may kinalaman sa paggamit ng bamboo.
Yes, and kahapon we were just talking about bamboo as being a good choice for forest cover because mabilis po itong lumaki, no? Unlike some trees that take a long time. Pero let's see the different uses for bamboo sa pagbabalik ng aming show. So stay with us. Mga kaibigan, ako po si William Thio.
At ako po si Mark Castrodes
At your service.
Terrorists were caught off guard after realizing that members of the Marines were monitoring the area. The bandits allegedly retreated from the encounter site after discovering the military's presence. Arevalo believes yesterday's clash may have foiled another possible kidnap bid from the group. He says the bandits were most likely scouring for possible kidnap victims when they were spotted by the Marines. 2 weeks ago, President Arroyo ordered for an intensified campaign against kidnapping in Mindanao. The directive was issued following a sudden rise in the number of kidnapping incidents in the war-torn region. Meanwhile, for tonight's top stories, 2 members of the House of Representatives say that there is no slowing down on the charter change initiative. Malacanang remains unfazed by anti-charter change protests. Filipinos stranded in Thailand are set to return to the Philippines tonight. The details of these and more on Newswatch 2nd edition later at 11. I'm William Thio. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the evening.